Aquaba, and welcome to Expat Life Ghana. I'm Ayo, and this is Tony, and we're documenting our move from Texas to Ghana as we go beyond the return.
In this video,
$500,000 for that?
so we're talking about the insane cost of houses here in Ghana.
Seriously, y'all. Okay, let's get this video started. So Tony has been plotting how to stay in Ghana and never ever leave, basically, since the day he landed.
Pretty much.
Okay, well, 3 days after you landed, right?
And I was over here looking at the budget, giving me glares, and that cut. There it is. See?
I can't understand spending twice the amount of money for a house here in Ghana as we did for our house in Houston, with the sizes kind of similar sized. For real, how can that be?
Yeah, well, let's talk about that. Let's talk housing costs here in Ghana. First and foremost, if you want to move to Africa to live a more affordable life, Accra ain't the spot for you.
Seriously, it really is not. Even compared to other major cities in different African countries, Ghana ranks very high on the list in terms of housing costs. And some of the other frontrunners are cities like the major cities of South Africa and Kenya and Nigeria. They're all kind of comparable. But why are the houses here so expensive?
Oh, okay. I don't even know.
Okay, well, so wait. So to give some context, a well-paid worker in Ghana earns about 2,500 to 5,000 cedis a month.
That's well paid.
Just for context too, right? Like a teacher would earn about 2,000 per month or less, depending on where they're teaching at. And so I just can't, my brain doesn't compute how a house in East Legon or the Cantonments or Airport Hills or like that surrounding area, how they can run $500,000 or higher.
Well, a one-bedroom apartment in a building in the areas you're talking about is about $150,000 to buy.
Wait, $150,000?
Yes, dollars. No broke people up in there.
Who are the people that are up in there then? How can an average Ghanaian earning $3,000 a year afford a place that would take them 50 years to pay off if they never ate or paid any bills or did anything else?
I don't know either. Accra is definitely more expensive than other places in Ghana, so location is part of it.
Location. And if you want to rent a one-bedroom outside of Greater Accra, the average rent does drop significantly. It can get as low as $50. But in city center, $750 easy, dollars.
Yeah, and if you're making $200 a month, how can you afford that?
That's my point. So what is it? Is it us? Are foreigners driving up the cost in these areas? Those places specifically appeal to expats, and so they're more expensive?
According to the Ghana Immigration Services, immigrants make up about 2% of the total population of Ghana. But that isn't just the bronies. The majority of those immigrants come from Togo, Nigeria, Ivory Coast, Benin, Liberia, and that makes up about 75% of the foreigner population.
So it's not a bunch of foreigners with dollars.
Or the UK. Nope.
And it could be possible that foreigners are driving up the cost in some of these areas, but at only 2%, the numbers are just not enough to sustain this high market value in dollars. How are the other 98% of Ghanaians living here and affording that?
Join the conversation. Drop a comment below and let us know what you think.
So location and the presence of foreigners could be two driving factors. The other may be an availability issue.
Wait, what do you mean availability issue?
Well, so much of the land here is held by chiefs and put on the market inconsistently and not in alignment with market demands or anything like that.
It's just the chief wanted some cash, so he's let's sell some land.
Yeah, so basically it means there may not be a supply of land to meet the demand, and that drives up the prices.
Okay. The other thing here is that it does take a a really long time for most people to successfully build a home. A really long time. And I wonder if that's part of the dynamic. Like, the land is sold and someone is building, but not done yet. So then they have that space, and they're also living somewhere else, renting. So they're really taking up 2 residential areas for one family. Is that like a...
Interesting. Okay. But it's another thing to know. Some of the land that you buy here costs more because of the existing infrastructure. Like, everyone's all excited about coming to Ghana to get the free land. I was tired of hearing about this free land.
I was so tired of hearing about the free land, but that land is like nowhere.
It is way out without the electrical, sewer, plumbing, or transportation infrastructure needed to make most people's home building easy. There's a reason you pay more in developed areas, and that is because it is developed.
Okay. So location, development, presence of foreigners, even though I don't think that, but foreign investment maybe. We didn't really talk much about this, but people do come here and invest in land and then build it to use it as like a guest house or rental space. So we do see that Ghanaians who go abroad come back and want to invest back home.
Right. So then there's less inventory and the increase in rates.
Okay, and a lot of that does happen in those kind of touristy, expat appealing areas. But given all of these challenges to the pocketbook related to moving or building here in Ghana, what does this mean if you're coming to Ghana and you want to rent and you want to buy? What does it mean?
Win the lottery first, hit the roulette tables, and bet on black.
Okay, but kind of that's true.
Hi, I'm Leo. Subscribe right now.
I mean, there's no mortgage system here or really any financing unless it's done by the company itself. And that means you have to have cash up front, like all the cash up front. That also means that developers who built up an area or a community had to put up a large amount of money and a big investment, and they're looking for a decent return.
I mean, I don't even know if I have an answer here. We're kind of a middle-class family in the U.S., and we cannot afford to build or buy here. I shouldn't say that, but to the scales that what we're seeing, we're like, man, we're going to build a small little house compared.
Yeah. But what does that mean for the economy? If it's so, it's like very dependent on foreign investment and importation and a presence of expats and wanting the things that expats have. Is this economic prosperity that Ghana's been experiencing over the last several years kind of doomed?
I don't know.
So what do? Do we pay $500,000 for a house here?
Yeah, you got that tucked away in your purse under the mattress somewhere. I don't know.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. I guess I just don't understand. If we can't do it, and we're like a pretty middle class family, how do others manage to get it done? I mean, what do they do, and who do they know that allows them to work all of this out?
Well, so there you have it. We can't answer this question. Maybe you can. Jump in the comments and let us know what you think.
In the meantime, join this conversation in action in the closed Facebook group. We love to chat in that space, and we would love to see what y'all are thinking.
And if you're planning a trip, first trip to Ghana, check us out. See what we have to offer on the website at expatlifeghana.com, including full-service tours, airport pickup and drop-off, and day trips to see the best of Ghana.
We'll even drive you past some $1 million houses so you can pine over them longingly with us.
Yeah, seriously though. If you want help finding your property or land here in Ghana, contact us. Here at hello at Expat Life Ghana or on our website, expatlifeghana.com, and we'll set you up with a realtor and a driver so you can explore what's out there.
Kind of might be depressing.
Yeah, they're like, yo, show us the huts in the village.
I can afford that. Hit that like button if you are still with us, and don't forget to subscribe. And hit the notification bell so that you can join us for our live videos the last Friday of every month right here on YouTube.
And with that, Charlie out for now.
I literally still don't understand though.
Yeah.
I mean, like that house that's like right up the street is
I don't,
$500,000.
what I don't get is like the $500,000 houses on the dirt roads with no street lights, and you're like, dude.
There's some potholes.
And it's like nothing developed around it. You're like, oh, it's a $500,000 house.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, how is the market setting the prices for these homes? And
I think it's like our last landlord. It's just greed. I think most of it is just
I mean, the
greed.
last landlord was greedy with us, and now the place is still sitting unrented because he's being unrealistic.
I think
So
Ghana moved up in ranks, been a safer country here in Ghana. You know, in Africa, it's like maybe people just moving there. Nigeria's not as
right, but even if you double the foreigner population, which not really, right? If you double it to, we'll say, to 5%, 95% of people in Ghana are Ghanaians. How are they affording houses priced in dollars?
they dig a hole in the backyard or something, dig up gold. I have no idea. They're not telling me the secret.
All right, I'm about to go get you a shovel. Get a shovel for you, not